What's going on YouTube? Here we're going to take a look at the first play in our new 3-4 odd mini scheme, beginning with the play cover 3 buzz flipped. Now we're going to be running this formation flipped pretty much always, and this is part 1. Now I'm going to be posting the setups in the description for all of these plays, but I'm also going to go over it for you in the gameplay that we're looking at right now. So to set it up, we're going to call cover 3 buzz flipped. We're going to base a line, pinch the defensive line, crash the defensive line to the left, shift the linebackers to the right, and then QB contain. Now the one extra adjustment in the player that you're looking right now that I did not mention was hot blitzing the left screen outside linebacker. I'll get into hot blitzing in a second, but what that's going to do is it's going to send 5 players instead of 4, and it's really going to ensure, especially under center, that we scream at the quarterback. Now, by default, the guy on the left, as you can see there, the linebacker on the left that's blitzing through the B gap, he's in coverage by default. So if we want to send the blitz, but we don't necessarily want it to be screaming and, leave extra holes in the defense, then we can just put him in coverage, a hard flat, or man him up, whatever it is that we want to do. So again, base a line, pinch the defensive line, crash the defensive line left, shift the linebackers right, QB contain, and then optional is blitz the left screen outside linebacker. I like to refer to it as hot blitzing, where we press the top right button on either console, which is RB on Xbox, and then left on the right analog stick. That's the quick way of blitzing the outside linebacker no matter what play you're in. As long as it's a linebacker, it's going to blitz him really, really quickly. So it's basically just a 2-button combination rather than the long version. We can do the same thing on any play to the right outside linebacker. It's just RB and then left or right on the right stick. So before we snap the ball, we're also going to talk about the curl flat on the right side. Now, purples are not very good. Everybody knows that. So what I like to do is I like to play underneath and over top coverage, and that's going to change that curl flat into a cloud flat. And I really, really like that. That's going to play much better defense for us. Now, if we don't blitz the left screen linebacker, what I like to do is play underneath and over top to get the cloud flat on the right in place of that purple. And then we're going to put the linebacker that's blitzing on the left in a hard flat. Because the blitz is going to do really, really well and scream, we want to make sure that any quick pass to the open area of the field, one thing our opponent's going to notice right away, of course, is we're shifting the linebackers to the right. So he's going to be wanting to take advantage of the left side of the field. So a quick pass to the running back or a slant route or something like that to Macklin, or like I said, a running back route to Charles, that's what they're going to want to do. So putting him on a hard flat and then having a cloud flat on the other side is ideal. So let's snap the ball and take a look at how the defense screams sending 5. Now he ends up running hurry up offense, and just take a look at how easy it is. We're set up way before he even gets set up. His guys aren't even at the line of scrimmage and we're already set up. Very, very easy. It's base line, pinch, crash, shift, QB contain. Done. And then the extra adjustment is blitzing the linebacker. Now for me, when I'm playing against someone that I know isn't very good, I for sure am sending 5. For sure, because I just really like the defensive shell to begin with, and I like my users, like I said in the last video, to kind of supersede what it is that they're doing. So with this defensive guy that we're controlling here on the right, we certainly want to be making sure that we have our eyes on the left side of the screen at all times. So for me, halfback wheel is a play that is certainly going to need to be looked at here, because Macklin on the post is absolutely going to destroy what it is that we're running. And then if we take that route away from him, the fact that we're sending 5 is really going to make it a second read almost impossible, because Macklin takes a little bit of time to develop on the post. So then by the time they look to Kelsey or Hill underneath on an in or a drag, the chances are not good. So let's take a look at the play and see what happens. Now I run over thinking that that's going to be a post route. It ends up being a corner route. And this is where I want to talk about one little tip that I think can mean a lot to you guys for usering. I always get a lot of questions. How do you user? How do you know where guys are going to go? Well, where the quarterback is rolling out to is a big tell for my users. If they're rolling out to the right, then the chances of me having to cover anybody on the left are almost non-existent. Especially with the, everybody's seen it, you get the big red under pressure, thing that comes up on the screen when someone's blitzing right in your face and you try to throw the ball. Well, that's a big penalty, and that's where a lot of the overthrows come into play. So if he wants to throw this ball after rolling out to the right, to the left side of the screen, go ahead. Because if he lets that ball hang, that deep blue over there, chances are he's going to be able to make a play. So I end up letting the pressure come in, and I cover that speed in route, and he's absolutely locked down. Now, if the pressure doesn't come in at all, and we only send the 4 guys, and he ends up blocking properly, rolling out, he can certainly just dump it off to that running back and then pick up a ton of yards. So it's up to you. You want to send 5, you want to send 4, you like to play more coverage, you like to screen. That's all on you.